And welcome to everyone joining us right here on Zoom. It's good to have you here, all of you, on this last Monday of September. And welcome to all of you joining the rest of us on your favorite social media platform, or maybe the BetAleph app, whether you are live with us or you will be watching us at a different time. It's good to invite you in the meditation circle today. And we are about a minute from getting started. I'd like, we just came out of a weekend-long meditation retreat that I was leading, and I think I want to keep our practice going. And for those of you who are not there, maybe give you an idea, a little sample of what and how we practice during the retreat. Just maybe to catch everybody so that we're all meditating in the same way. So we'll do that. All right, here we go. So as we enter into practice, there's one little change from the usual guiding that I offer. Just find your meditation posture. That's not changed. Whatever you do, whatever is supporting your body, that you feel safe and comfortable, and that you ensure that you can breathe naturally, fully, and that goes with keeping your spine straight. And then the little difference is that I'm going to invite everyone to keep your eyes open. Just check it out, just for this meditation, see how it goes for you. Keep your eyes open, but the way we're going to do that, I'm going to invite you to tuck your chin in a little bit so that you can look in front of you, let's say at a 45-degree angle. And you're not looking at anything, you're not staring at anything, you're just letting your gaze, with your eyes open, just gently rest on whatever they landed on. Whatever you landed on, you're not looking at it. It's just, in fact, the background might even become blurry, and that's fine. But keep your eyes open. The reason for this is this kind of meditation is aiming at nurturing and training ourselves to carry our meditative state into our everyday life. And in our everyday life, we got, thank goodness, usually walk around with our eyes open. So we want to create a bridge between the time that we are meditating and the time we're going about our busyness by telling the body and the brain that we can carry one practice into the other so that we can maintain that deeper state even when we are busy with the mundane everything we're doing. So that's the reasoning behind trying to practice meditating with eyes open. What we noticed from feedback from the weekend retreat we just did together is that for some people who have a tendency to either fall asleep or be very busy with the mind and the thoughts, keeping the eyes open changes that. Not that the mind stops creating thoughts, but there is less noise, or at least we're less prone to engage with the thoughts. And falling asleep with our eyes open is also very difficult, so that might also help with that. The rest is the same. We breathe so that we can relax, observing the out-breath and using the out-breath to release any tension, to breathe out any contraction, any stress anywhere in the body. Especially the belly and the muscles of the face. Releasing any tension there. And this is our base camp as always. But today it's an open-eyed base camp. And then we'll chant our Shalom chant as always, as we've done in the last few months, and doing so by taking a deep breath in through our nose, holding for a count of 5 at the top of the in-breath, and then chanting the word Shalom on the full out-breath. We'll do it 3 times. And with that, we invite energies of Shalom, peace, wholeness, and harmony to surround us for the practice. So take a breath for Shalom. And hold. Shalom. Take a breath. Hold. And take a breath. Hold. And as always, after the chant, we let the body recover the natural flow of its own breath. That doesn't change either. And the object of our meditation today will be the sensations in the body. But before we begin, we started a new practice during the retreat to invite to sit with us in meditation the 4 angels of Kabbalah. And so we imagine sitting in front of us Uriel. Uriel is the angel that brings clarity to our practice and shine its light to guide us forward in our meditation. Now we invite Gavriel to sit next to us on our left. And Gavriel gives us strength and courage to engage in this practice steadfastly, with great discipline and diligence, to follow the instructions and to engage wholeheartedly and fully into it. Now sitting behind us is Raphael. Raphael is the healing angel. Raphael is there to heal all parts of selves that we need to let go of now through this meditation. All false beliefs, all obstacles to our evolution, our growth. And then sitting on our right is Michael, whose name means that who is like the divine. And Michael kind of holds a mirror for us. And when we turn to look at Michael, at the mirror, we find our own true self being reflected there. Our own divine being. We see in the mirror the face of the divine, which is no face. And so we meditate surrounded by our angel who are there to support us, to cheer for us. They are there to rid us of all limited beliefs, to help us rid ourselves of all self-defeating talks, self-talks. And if visualizing these angels doesn't work for you, just understand that they're really just energy that is in fact right inside of us. All of those qualities are already right inside of us. All we need, we already have. So you can feel these energies as sitting around you or being within you, either way. And if during our meditations thoughts come to intrude, trying as best they can to distract us from the practice, we simply notice. We notice the mind thinking and we say, oh, look at that, mind thinking. Mind thinking, just merely mind thinking. I'm not going to engage in that thought, that story, that fantasy, that whatever. I'm here to practice. I'm here to follow the object of meditation. And gently we just disregard or turn away from the thought. We might have to do that a few times, and that's okay, we'll do that a few times. It's just mind thinking. Those are the two words to remember. When a thought arises and we take a look at it, we say, oh, mind thinking. Come back to the practice. Now this meditation works if we're very curious about the instructions and really engage. So give it a shot. Give it your best shot. So we'll start by just observing sensations in the most obvious place, which is the seat of the body. Why is it the most obvious? Because all of us are sitting either on the chair or a cushion, whatever we use. And there are obvious sensations right there. We feel the contact of the body with the cushion, with the chair. We feel the pressure. We feel the weight of the body there. The downward pull of gravity. So there's always sensations there, easy to access. And we just notice the sensations there. Even in that small area of the body, we can feel different kinds of sensations. Some are obvious and bold, thick kind of sensations. You might feel like a block of sensations. But if we start to be curious, we can also see that there are sensations that are not as thick and bulky, and more like subtle sensations. Look, maybe some pulsating sensations. We just look, we are curious. Maybe some sensations feel already a little bit more like fuzzy sensations, buzzing, bubbling sensations. Just right there, in the small part of the body. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to ask for you to check it out. Check out this question here. As you look clear, with great curiosity and intense intentionality, at all the sensations there. In your direct experience of just the sensations, not what the mind is saying about it. If you just observe just the sensations, can you find a boundary? A boundary where the seat of the body ends and the cushion or the chair begins. Or in your direct experience, can you only find sensations? And in your direct experience, there's really nowhere to know where the cushion or the chair ends and the body begins. Check it out. Again, don't let the mind define what your experience is. Just simply look at your direct experience. And I don't want to make it mean anything. I just invite you to observe. Now let's see if we can expand a little bit the scope of what awareness is aware of. And let's include now not just the seat of the body, but the entire lower part of the body, all the way to the feet and the toes. If you're sitting on the chair, I invite you to make sure both feet are flat on the ground. Now we observe the entire lower part of the body. Still with the eyes open, we feel into all the sensations there in the lower part of the body. the thighs, the knees, the shins, the calves, the feet, the toes. One of the little games we played during the retreat was to see if we can concentrate enough to feel sensations in each toe separately. Not as a whole, but each one separately. I ask the question, how do I know that I have a pinky toe? Like, can I feel the sensations that tell me, oh, here is the pinky toe? And we can do that with each toe separately. See if we can be centered enough, calm enough to really feel each toe. I like to do that because from there it feels like the rest of that lower part of the body, the sensations become more accessible because the mind has settled down a little more. So the mind is better able to feel more sensations. Definitely feeling the sensations of the feet against the floor. Feeling that pressure. And again, we can do the same thing we did for the seat of the body. We can inquire into whether we can, in our direct experience of our sensations, if we can discern any kind of boundary between the floor and the bottom of our feet. Or do we only have sensations? And only the mind says, oh, that's floor, that's foot. But in our direct experience, that boundary, that separation, might not be that readily available or true. Check it out for yourself. If you only look at sensations, also, can we discern any difference or any separation between the sensations that we feel maybe in the feet and that we feel in the calves or the shins? Because those are words that seem to manufacture separation, as if the foot was different than the calf or the shin. But if we look, there is just a field of sensations there. There's no boundary. It's just all the sensations are flowing as one field. It's not like the sensations of the feet stop and then the sensations of the shin or the calves begin. It's just one field. Doesn't matter what words we use to name the parts of the body. If we didn't name anything, it would just be one field. Can we feel that? That the entire lower part of the body is really just one field of sensations, of energy. Pulsating. Some blocks of energy are thicker and more dense. Some we can feel are more ethereal, more spacious. Some are block-like, some are bubble-like. And just keep on feeling into this entire field of sensation. We really realize there are no boundaries, no separations. Just one whole field. Maybe there is a seat, a cushion, a chair. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there is a floor touching the feet. Maybe there isn't. Because all we have is sensations, is energy. Can you feel the different sensations in the knees, in the calves? Perhaps some parts are a little more opaque than others. Maybe you can just feel the touch of the clothing against the skin. And again, inquire into, is there actually a boundary that the words make believe exists? The clothes and the skin, as if they were two different things. But what about your direct experience? Where does your clothes begin and the body ends? Or is this just one field of sensations, one field of energy? And of course, we don't have time today to do the entire body. But that gives you a good example of the kind of practice we engaged in at the retreat. And we'll keep on practicing this. But for now, we take a couple of deep breaths to help us transition out of our meditation. We may let the body stretch if the body needs to do so. And we close our practice, as always, with our Shalom chant, dedicating whatever we have received, whatever we have glimpsed, to all beings. May all beings find that Shalom, that wholeness, that peace, that sense of harmony in themselves, and from themselves radiating in their world. Modéani. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Moda, Ani. Moda, Ani. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Rabbi. Thank you, everybody.
Moda Ani.
Thank you.
Modani.
I'll be traveling tomorrow. I can't join you
Okay,
on Thursday.
okay, thank you. All right, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, the rest of you. Take care.